Mr. President, honorable speakers, distinguished parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, it is my greatest pleasure to address the 148th Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union. Since my election as Speaker of the Parliament of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, our two institutions have collaborated and built deep solidarity around universal values such as human rights, democracy, the rule of law, gender equality, peace and sustainable development, as well as free and fair elections. It is very important to note that our participation in this assembly signifies the growing warmth and cordial relations that exist between the ECOWAS Parliament and the IPU. In so doing, I must use this platform to thank the IPU leadership for the successful record and proven ability in steering the affairs of this august body to attain success and be more effective in addressing the challenges confronting the world. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the selected theme for the general debate, parliamentary diplomacy, building bridges for peace and understanding, fits perfectly with the objectives for which our parliament, the ECOWAS Parliament, was founded. Amongst other things, the ECOWAS Parliament was established to contribute to the promotion of peace, security, and stability of West Africa. By strengthening representative democracy, cooperation, and solidarity with like-minded institutions, the Parliament would have achieved the goals of building a sense of common destiny for the promotion of democracy. To achieve these goals, the ECOWAS Parliament has found parliamentary diplomacy to be a viable tool that could be used to increase mutual understanding and valuable means of dialogue in advocating for solutions to diverse issues. As elected representatives of the people, parliaments constitute uniquely legitimate democratic institutions with a central role to play in all governance processes. Today, parliaments around the world find themselves to be very integral in governance and instrumental in securing successful implementation of protocols and agreements aimed at securing global peace. Parliaments play several key roles in peace building, including overseeing the implementation of peace agreements and becoming sites of national dialogue. Therefore, the ECOWAS Parliament finds parliamentary diplomacy to be an important aspect of the regional conflict prevention and peace-building mechanism. Excellencies, since its establishment, the ECOWAS Parliament has actively engaged in parliamentary diplomacy, particularly in conflict areas within the sub-region. Notably, played a pivotal role in fostering peace within the Mana River Union, MRU, which includes Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, during a period of fragile stability. Additionally, the ECOWAS Parliament provided valuable recommendations for resolving the first political crisis in Guinea-Bissau following the dissolution of the National Assembly. We are aware that there are still issues, and I believe the ECOWAS Parliament would definitely of the National Assembly. We are aware that there are still issues, and I believe the ECOWAS Parliament would definitely do everything possible to resolve those issues. These efforts complement numerous fact-finding and mediation missions I've had the privilege to lead across various member states. Leveraging on legislative bodies as instruments for fostering international harmony and cooperation through parliamentary democracy is fundamental to building bridges for peace and understanding. Through legislative initiatives, policy advocacy, and oversight functions, parliamentarians can contribute to the implementation frameworks that enhance peace, economic growth, and development around the world. Mr. President, honorable parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the benefits that can be derived from parliamentary diplomacy, escalating geopolitical tensions, regional conflicts, and power rivalries pose significant challenges to parliamentary diplomacy, hindering cooperation, dialogue, and consensus building among nations. The rise of authoritarianism, populism, and democratic backsliding in various parts of the world threaten the principles and practices of parliamentary democracy, thus undermining its legitimacy and effectiveness. Moreover, limited resources, funding constraints, and capacity gaps within the parliamentary institutions may impede the ability of lawmakers to effectively engage in diplomatic initiatives and address complex global issues necessitating innovative approaches and resource mobilization. Excellencies, to mitigate these, it is quite relevant that parliaments leverage on collaboration with civil society organizations, NGOs, and grassroots movements to augment parliamentary diplomacy efforts and foster greater citizens' engagement, accountability, and responsiveness to societal needs and aspirations. The ECOWAS Parliament is open to sharing experiences on such partnerships, as well as promoting ideas that will enhance parliamentary diplomacy and the benefits that can derive therefrom in building peaceful and prosperous societies. As I conclude, it is my hope that this Assembly will advance our collective goal of an integrated, developed, and prosperous world, where parliaments play an increasingly important role in peace initiatives and conflict prevention efforts. Once again, it has been my pleasure to address this Assembly, and I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, ECOWAS, and I'm sure you've been doing a very good job there. I'm from that sub-region. This concludes the list A of presiding officers of Parliament. We now start with list B. First speakers for my delegation that I will call is from Iceland, followed by Japan and Portugal. So we can see that Iceland should come over to make a response, present their papers. So you have the floor. Thank you.